Hey guys, you saw the title. Let's get right into it. How I moved out at 18 years old. I moved out right after senior year. I graduated in 2019. And basically the summer before, I worked at a cafe and I worked as a receptionist at a chiropractor. And I would just try to save as much money as I could. I would still go out with my friends, go to concerts, do all that. I wasn't crazy saving my money, but I was saving. I ended up leaving with about $2,000. So not a crazy amount, but definitely a good amount that I could start up and get down there. And then when I got down there, I just got a regular waitress job. And I served the whole entire year that I lived in South Carolina. And I just made it work. The restaurant I worked at, it was a tourist restaurant. I worked in Hilton Head Island, if you know where that is, in Caligony. That's where I worked. And in the summer and fall, it got pretty busy and it was good money. Things I would do to kind of save my money, I would just go on walks and do nature things, go to the beach. There was this one walk by my apartment. It was called Cypress Wetlands. It was a little swamp. It was really cool. There was alligators, turtles, really cool birds. I loved it there. It was a short little walk, but I would spend me and Josef would spend hours there because it was just so cool. And that was one of my favorite things about South Carolina was the swamps and those cool walks. I got so used to seeing alligators, and that's weird. I'm from Illinois. I've never really I've never seen alligators, but by living in South Carolina for a year, it just normalized seeing alligators, which is honestly crazy. There's been some crazy stories where there was this one walk that we would go on and humongous alligators were just big walking on the path. That is scary. Seeing an alligator on land, scary. But when you're on a bridge and you're looking in the water, seeing an alligator is not too scary. I'm getting off topic. But I would try to do free stuff is what I'm trying to get at. Just go on walks, go to the beach, anything like that. We were in a pretty cool spot. We lived in Beaufort, South Carolina, if you know where that is. And we were an hour and a half from Charleston, which is a city in South Carolina. It's beautiful, one of my favorite cities. It's an older city. It's not huge skyscrapers. It's really cute little shops and restaurants. Love it there. And then we also lived 45 minutes from downtown Savannah, which is a city in Georgia. Same type of vibe as Charleston. Love it. They're kind of similar. It's just Savannah's a little smaller, but both still so nice. Both on the water, pretty. If you're in the area, I'd definitely go to both of those places. And we would go, we lived 10-15 minutes from downtown Beaufort, which is a really cute downtown area. We would go there and just try to do stuff for free, not spend money. We wouldn't go on shopping sprees. I only brought a couple clothes. I would buy tank tops at Walmart. I don't know, trying not to just spend money. We also didn't go out to eat a lot. We kind of cooked at home. I mean, we obviously would go out to eat, just not an everyday thing. We try not to get a Starbucks drink every day. Little stuff like that really does add up. We just would save all of our money, and we didn't even work a crazy amount. It's people think moving out is a dream, and it's so unattainable. People think their dreams, they won't achieve their dreams, but you could really do it if you put your mind to it. And I know that sounds I feel I'm my motivational channel now, but I'm being serious. It's not that hard. It is hard, but you can do it. I just worked a serving job and got it done. People would always tell me oh my god, I wish I could move to South Carolina. I wish I could move out, do this, do that. It seems it's so out there, but it really isn't. If you really want to do it, you can. Just get a job, work hard. You got it. You got it. If I can do it, you can freaking do it. Trust me. I'm not a brainiac or anything. And also, I got roommates. So we actually started, it was me, Josef, and then 3 other people. And then we ended up after a couple months, we had some troubles. So then for the whole year, we basically only had 2 other roommates, but it worked out perfect. And like, it would just made everything a lot cheaper But I do have some tips for having roommates, because having roommates is difficult. And you have to be careful who you room with. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend or if it's a stranger. People are different from when you're friends with them from when you're roommates. It's just like when you're living with someone, it's completely different. Just like for me and Josef, like our relationship changed so much just because we were just like, oh, in high school and we're hang out. But like then when we lived with each other, we like actually like knew everything. And like, I don't know, just people change when you live with them because you really see who they are and their true self comes out. But some tips for having roommates: you should sign separate leases. Just so, I'm not saying that like your roommates are gonna screw you over, but in the case of something like that happening, your rent and your bills, you're only held accountable for your stuff. If you sign just one big lease, then it doesn't matter if your roommate like doesn't pay, you're still held accountable and your credit will suffer and you will get punished for that and you will end up having to pay. Like, but if you sign separate leases, like if they don't pay, then they get punished, not you. So definitely sign separate leases or sign a contract or something, because that was an issue with me and my roommates. I've had to pay for, my roommates because they didn't pay, whatever the case may be. Like, I've had troubles with that and it's not fun. So sign separate leases. Also, you have to be respectful. Yes, you're living on your own and it's your own place, but you are rooming with other people. So like obviously don't be crazy messy. Don't be so loud and certain hours or whatever the case may be. Just know that you live with people, whatever, common sense. One of the big things though, even if it's your best friend, make sure you ask to use anything. I don't care if it's using like some salt or like a glass of milk, anything, ask. It doesn't matter if you guys are best friends. Like that kind of stuff like piles up and it gets really annoying. Like, because if they would have asked, then you would not be mad. Like, you would have been like, yeah, you can use my milk, I don't care. But then when it like comes to like, oh my god, okay, they used the whole entire carton of milk now, or like they used all of this and they didn't even ask, they just went in my room or they just went in my drawer and just took it. Like, that's not cool. Like, just stuff like that, I don't know, that could add up. So just be careful, be respectful, be nice, have fun. I sound like a middle-aged woman, it's fine. I kind of just want to also talk about, after moving out, I've realized like a lot. When I was in high school, I always like said like, right when I graduate, I want to move out. I want to be on my own. And that's not because of my family. Like, me and my parents and siblings have like an amazing relationship. Like, love them the most. Like, they're the best. It was just because I wanted my own freedoms and I wanted, to be on my own, which is normal. So I was just like very persistent. Like, I want to move out. I want to move out. I mean, so I moved across the whole entire country, but I've realized that moving out, there's no rush to it. So say if I like stayed in Illinois, I would have like stayed living with my parents, just because if you have a good relationship, you're going to school, you get to save money. Like, you might as well just stay the couple more years at your parents' house and then really like find out what you want to do and save money. It will just make everything so much easier, and you have your whole entire rest of your life to pay for bills and live on your own. Like, a couple years, really, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it seems like it's like the end of the world, and this is what everyone told me too, and I was like, yeah, whatever, no, I want to like be on my own. Like, no, I don't care what you're saying. So that's maybe what you're thinking, I don't know. But I mean, like, the pros to moving out, it's obviously you get so much more freedom, but then on the other side, you have so much more responsibilities and so many more bills to pay. Like, it's a lot. You have to clean everything. Like, I know like you can do that at home too, but it's just a lot taking on at a young age, and especially if you're going to school too. But the pros about living at home is kind of like the opposites. It's like, okay, you have less responsibility, you have no bills to pay, but like no like rent or electric bills, stuff like that, but you have less freedom. So I don't know, it kind of goes both ways. Just take that into consideration when you're thinking about it. But moral of the story is you can do what you set your mind to. Dreams are attainable. If you want to move across the country, I know it seems far-fetched and it's scary. It's so scary. I was so scared. I didn't know anyone in South Carolina. Like, it was very scary, but you can do it. And even if it's just for a year, it's fun. It's something new to experience. But if you really want to do something and you put your mind to it, you can do it. Get a serving job, get any kind of job. You can get a good job. You can be a receptionist and get paid like good money. Moral of the story, you can do it. I believe in you. Just do it. If you want to move, move. But be smart. Think about it. I've learned a lot this past year, good and bad. I'm happy I've had struggles with my past roommates because now I know. And hopefully I can inform you so you don't go through those same struggles. But I don't regret anything. I love that I moved to South Carolina. I had an amazing time, amazing experience. I've learned so much, and you can do it too. And now also, I just freaking moved across the country again from South Carolina to California. I can get into that in a different video. It's a whole different situation now. I don't even have my own apartment right now. I'm renting a room out of a stranger's house. She's super nice. It's been going really well. It's day 12 actually that we've been here with her, and it's been good. I can do a whole separate video on that, but you can do it. Just believe in yourself. Love you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.